Hello everyone and welcome. We continue with this beautiful Grimoire Library in watercolour. But before we get going, let's get this flame of hope and love and peace for 2026 going. And there we have it. May all beings benefit. Beautiful. Right. So today we are going to continue with this painting journey. And I am looking forward to play a little bit with the golds in this grimoire, and there's another blue grimoire down here and a bit of gold up there. So I think I might just start to mix some of these beautiful golds and oranges. So let's go ahead and just mist our watercolors, get them ready for action, and let's get some paint mix up here. So I think I'm going to start at the top, and that's just a beautiful gold. So I think I'm going to start with my yellow ochre as a foundation for that color. It's not as orangey and deep gold as this one is. I must also get a little bit of a kitchen towel going here. It's nice and rainy outside. It is officially autumn here in South Africa, and let me get my tea out of the way. Healthy and safe. Healthy and safety first. Remember that core watercolor particularly is of particular raw natural ingredients, and there is a warning on the label that says be mindful of this, do not ingest because it's toxic. So it's not acrylics. So when you work with professional watercolor, always make sure that you look at the label and see what safety instructions there are. It's definitely not something you want to ingest. Okay, right. So now that we've got a nice ochre foundation there, I think I'm just gonna mix a little bit of my quinacridone gold on the side here. Get that nice and going. I think that's ready. And then it looks like we're gonna need a little bit of Payne's grey in certain areas. There we go. I think that's going to do the trick. Right, so again, I'm going to start with a wet on dry technique. So I'm just using my color mixture here from my well, and I'm not pre-wetting my paper. I'm going straight in and doing a pre-wetting here with this mixed color, being mindful to be in this interior zone of this grimoire. For me personally, it's now a few days later. I've got so many projects happening at the same time now. I must really keep my focus. And the masking fluid is still on the paper. It will remain there until we are ready to remove that. We've got this beautiful, rich golden area over here. So I'm just going to drop this in and let it flow. There we go. And now I'm going to grab some of my Payne's grey here on the back end of this book. And this grey has got a blue bias. It's going to mix a little bit with the golds, and it should give me a little bit of a khaki tinge, because blue and yellow makes green, right? Right. I do feel that looks good. I'm gonna see, I don't know how much of this little corner is covered in masking fluid, but it does have a bit of a gold finish. So just for good luck's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and just add a little bit of watercolor there. When we remove the masking fluid, then we'll see what will be revealed. Let's move down to this beautiful grimoire under the pink one. And again, it also has a bit of a yellow ochre vibe, the lighter area, and then the deeper bits will be this beautiful quinacridone hue. So let's go ahead. Again, this is wet on dry. And the underpainting is playing in our favor here because it's already creating depth, emphasizing the shadow. I really find watercolor to be very therapeutic. I absolutely love this medium. And I want you to fall in love with watercolor too. It really isn't that complicated. I think a lot of people get put off when they're interested in watercolor because everyone immediately warns them and says, oh, that's such a difficult medium. It's difficult if you don't understand the medium. But if you understand how the medium works and how to use the, how can I say, the moodiness of the medium to your advantage, then really it is the most satisfying medium for me out there because it is so magical. It truly is a magical medium. Nice. I think I'm going to go in with quite a strong quinacridone gold mixture here. I'm also collecting rainwater outside. I always love having rainwater in a jar in my studio for my apothecary and for my plants. Nice. Okay, I'm going to grab the Spain's grey. The shadow is quite deep under this pink grimoire. I'm just going to drop some of the Spain's grey in here, emphasizing a little bit of depth. Nice. I think that's a good start. Now we're going to move to this beautiful blue and pink grimoire down here, and for that I'm going to clean my palette. We are making beautiful progress, people, and this is so rewarding because at first, like I said, I think in episode 1, I was a little bit like, oh my word, this is going to be a challenging painting with all of these linear lines. But in the end, if you use your tracing method that I showed, it shouldn't be that complicated. And once you have your shapes on your paper, the watercolor truly makes it a lot easier for you. I'm going to get some of my indigo blue. Ready to roll. So I start with a cobalt blue here. Right, let's start with the cobalt blue and do a wet on dry technique. I like to just share with you guys what I do. Sometimes I forget, so whenever I remember, I'm just sharing what technique I'm using so that you can also immediately recognize what it is that I'm doing so that you can paint along. You don't need a lot of equipment and a lot of tools with watercolor. I mean, it's really wonderful to have some specialty brushes. And yes, watercolor can become quite expensive and pricey, but it doesn't have to start there. I really started with student grade watercolor, and I painted with that for a long time. And then as my art supplies finished, I would upgrade one little tube at a time, one little brush at a time. These brushes I bought on Temu. It's really not expensive, but I would really suggest, when you can, invest in good quality paper and in good quality watercolor, and then take it from there. But you have to practice, you have to paint, you have to gain the brush miles. That is how you get confident and you really get to know when you must do what, when you shouldn't do anything, that kind of thing. And that is exactly why I created this tier on Patreon. I want everyone to experience the joy and the reward of watercolor, and to paint something different to what everyone is painting out there. For me, it's also fun. You have to enjoy what you're painting, right? I'm just going to go into my little stone here. I didn't put my masking fluid all the way through the entire circle. I do want to reserve a little bit of that paper for the pink that must go in there. I just grabbed some pure Payne's Grey. I want to just deepen some of these areas here and lean into that flow of the paper as it is all wet now. And then I'm just going to go ahead and grab some of my quinacridone rose. Oops, that's a lot. Here and there, I see a little bit of this rosiness peeking through. Nice. I feel the cobalt is a little bit light still, so I'm going to go ahead and just drop in a little bit more cobalt blue in that area. I want it nice and deep. Lovely. And then just with a damp brush, I'm going to go ahead and just lift up a little bit of color, especially in that zone, to emphasize a little bit of the light reflection there. And with that quick step, we've basically covered the entire page with watercolor. our blocking is done, there's one little brown section down here that's a part of the table that you can see. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab some of my burnt umber and just bring in a little bit of a brown there. It's such a small area, but it is important. I am also so excited because I'm working on my Wizard's Apprentice tier, and this is going to be quite a life-changing tier, simply because this is not just content, it's not just inspiration, this is initiation, and it's a 7-week season that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. Hopefully 4 times a year I'm going to share this 7-week seasonal artistic, creative, practical magic initiation, one-on-one, intimate inner circle journey with you guys. And I just want to drop some little hints here and there on my videos as I'm working on it. Really profound. It's going to be both acrylic and watercolor. Plus, I'm going to add practical craft sort of sessions where you'll be able to craft ritual tools for your life and for using in your home and in your practice. Really bring in that beautiful spiritual element with mindfulness meditation, and really the art is going to be very self-expressive. I call them painting rituals. You're not going to paint along, you're going to create your own kind of artwork, working with prompts and really diving deep within your own heart and your own spirit, and see what is coming forth from that, and the language of your soul. That's going to be the focus and the intention. And I'm busy creating the PDF workbook that's going to go with that 7-week season, and there is literally something to do every day for that 7 weeks. And at the end of that 7-week process, with me really being initiated into creative practice and really listening to the musings of your higher self and recognizing your own energy patterns and flow, you will be empowered to really tune into yourself and use your own creative energy and frequency to create anything. So that's going to be a really empowering 7-week initiation season exclusively to my apprentice tier. And then obviously every week after the season closes, there is constant support and beautiful Grimoire Sunday entries in between seasons to stay in the flow and to keep inspiring my Wizard's Apprentice participants, patrons. And that's going to be the $50 tier. So do check it out. I'm starting to share that information and I'm so excited. I really feel that this Year of the Horse has brought me a lot of clarity and a beautiful joy in my spirit, because I recognize where I need to take this beautiful tier, and it's a culmination of the last 17 years of work, particularly the last 8 years of work, and finally things are coming together for me in that flow. So I just wanted to share that with you while this is drying. I think that's enough for today, quite frankly. I'm going to let this dry naturally. I don't want to heat this with a heat gun. I don't want to affect the masking fluid underneath here. So in the next episode, when we come back, then I think what we're going to do is we're going to darken the background. We're going to give it another wash to really bring out some depth. And then I'll basically see, I think everything needs another layer so that it's a little bit richer in color. And once we've done that, then we'll remove the masking fluid and play with our beautiful gold. I'm excited to get into the metallic watercolors. I want to show you the gold leafing with watercolor, and that's always a lot of fun to play with another element in watercolor. So you guys, I'll see you in the next episode. Stay creative, stay true to yourself, be kind to one another. Bye bye for now.